Hello and welcome back to Divinium Customs. Today we are showing off a really special hilt. This has been in the works for quite some time. The hilt base itself is not made by me. I can't recall who built it, and I sincerely apologize for that. Maybe someone can comment if they recognize the style. But it's a Nurgle theme from Warhammer. So I did a lot of research on the Nurgle army and their theme, their aesthetic, and they're sort of green and bone and purple and biomechanical and pink and just kind of disgusting. And that's the theme I went with this. So I started by adding in this Abalone veneer inlay that's all cut by hand, bit by bit. We've got green and we've got purple. And then if you look inside here, we have a motorized crystal chamber. And we'll pull it out in a second because that's right, it's fully removable. But the crystal chamber section is really where the work went into this. I went with a few different designs until I landed on one I was happy with. It really encapsulated the spirit of the design of this hilt. But before we get into the chamber, the top end has a Stoke, or a CC Saber's connector and a removable battery. Not that you need to remove the battery because you have a charge port here, but it's nice for future-proofing it. To take the chassis out, we just pull it like this, and let's see if we can zoom in on this a little bit here. I machined it on my lathe, and I polished it up by hand with a Dremel and cut it to a nice design. And then I added in this very small black wire to look kind of like stitches. If you ever, you cut yourself, you go to a hospital, you get stitches. And I also painted some red in there to make it look just gross and biomechanical and disgusting. The pipes for the rods, or the wires, sorry, are also made from Canadian deer antler, which is just a really, really cool working concept. I've never done this before in a Saber, but for a first try, I think it came out really well. We have a purple crystal in here, and we have this bottom end that's 3D printed. I know where this is from, I just can't recall. It's Rancor Tooth, something like that. It's been repurposed from a different Saber, I know that. Anyways, to put it back together, you're going to line up these two holes with these two holes, slide it up, wiggle it around until they line up, and then press this screw back in. And that holds the chassis in. Now this Saber is actually dual worthy, believe it or not. I had to modify it a bunch to get that deep enough blade socket. It was a really tough, tight install. But all in all, it came out pretty good. I'm very happy with the end result. The Abalone inlay, the spinning bone crystal chamber, it really encapsulates the Nurgle spirit. I have yet to find a good sound font for it. It's running default fonts right now. If you have any recommendations of fonts that you think should go on this, drop it in the comments below and I will throw it on there. That's all for now. As always, thanks for watching, and may the force be with you.